Originally I wanted to play Deadly Premonition in the director's cut on PC for this Halloween, but after it started crashing and freezing after like the first 8 hours over and over again, I kind of stopped. It was just a pain to continue, and the last crash I had seemed like I couldn't get over it. I will try to get it running on another PC at some point, but for now I let it be, just like the Beatles. Now I was thinking about what else to play, and the logical conclusion was to go from Inferi to Suda 51, and his probably spookiest game, the action-adventure Shadows of the Damned, which proved to be a pretty good decision, as it is a fun, hellish ride through the underworld and thankfully not open world, as Suda is working on a budget, and I thought already in No More Heroes it was not the greatest idea to have an open world, and the world itself was filled with not much to do. And Inferi in the Deadly Premonition director's cut, from what I saw, seems to be even worse in filling an open world, as he had a small town that is not only filled with almost nothing, but the few shops and points of interest there were mostly closed when I played it. Shadows of the Damned is pretty linear and pretty straightforward. Garcia Hotspur is a demon hunter and returns from some demon hunting only to find his girlfriend Paula in danger. Demons are attacking their apartment and the devilish Fleming is taking her to hell with him. But Garcia and his big Johnson are following them. In hell, Garcia is facing various terrible demons and other dangers, while seeing his poor Angel being killed over and over again. But he is not giving up, no matter how much Fleming is tormenting him. But will he be able to save Paula? And how will they get out of hell? And can you even kill the dead? Garcia is a loudmouth, and his Johnson is a skull that is partnering with him in the fight against demons. Johnson can transform into a torch, a huge revolver, a huge shotgun, and a kind of assault rifle. These 3 weapons are upgraded after each defeated boss into an even more powerful weapon with some additional fire mode. You can also upgrade the stats of your weapons, health and torch with red diamonds, and the main currency of the game are white diamonds that can be invested into ammo, red diamonds, and alcohol, as in hell you get your health back by drinking. Demons can be shot into pieces. Some have weak points, but the regular demons are best killed with headshots. There's also a darkness in the game that will take over an area, which will damage Garcia over time, but can also be used to defeat certain demons or to solve puzzles. And yeah, of course there are some puzzles, as this is also produced by Shinji Mikami, the producer and director of Resident Evil and The Evil Within. The game is also not just about shooting, even though the shooting is fine, as you are getting different enemies, which you are beating in different ways. No, there are some interesting things that are being done with the gameplay as well. This was directed by Suda 51 after all. There is an extended 2D side-scrolling shoot-em-up sequence and some demonic bowling. And while not super great, it's fun and it mixes up the gameplay. You also run away from a demonic Paula from time to time. You also fight some giant monsters by calling a demonic sex hotline and making your Johnson bigger, giving you the power to kill these kaiju-sized demons with your massive load. You also have to unlock some doors by either shooting some red balls in an area, making it sometimes necessary to go into the darkness, or feeding demon doors with strawberries, ice, brains, or whatever else they want. But what is really cool is the story and the writing. Starting with many dick jokes and double entendres, it dives more into some really nice homages to other horror media. There is, for example, a sequence which is very reminiscent of The Evil Dead, which is actually quite fitting, as you will see later this month, most likely. The game is also funny if you like that kind of weird nonsensical comedy that Suda likes to put into his games. It's also quite gruesome at times. Not only the demons are being shot into pieces, but there are also some corpses in the levels, chopped off heads and skinned mutilated corpses. It's nothing too rough though, it's all still in good fun, and the world is so damn weird and over the top that I didn't mind that the few women that show up are wearing only lingerie. It kind of fits the tone, and I mean they are talking about their Johnsons all the time anyways. The game is fun and it's not too long, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. The ending could have been better though, and I would have liked to have Garcia and Paula, and especially their relationship, more fleshed out. as we only get some hints at what is going on with them, and they hardly interact with each other over the course of the game. This aspect could have been really improved, to be honest. But on the other hand, this is a game in which a guy with his big Johnson is going to hell to save his half-naked girlfriend from a demon with an even bigger gun, while she dies over and over again. So I guess for that it's fine. And there is a rap in the end credits. Yeah, they did a Rogue Warrior, it's also filled with cursing, so it's going into the Mickey Rourke direction. And this always gives an extra point. Shadows of the Damned was overall a pretty good time. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's a nice game for the Halloween season that you can finish relatively quickly. And with that I will give Shadows of the Damned a well-deserved 8 out of 10, even though it's probably closer to a 7.